All right, y'all. This is Homeroom with Smooth, episode 16, and I got with me my boy from way back in the day,
Yeah,
DJ P.
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of smooth. Can we cuss on here? I don't know if we can cuss. Can we cuss on
Yeah,
here?
we can cuss on here. We can
All
cuss on here.
right, it's a lot of smooth shit going on right now.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, let me go and plug that real quick. Oh yeah, we plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, what I just dropped in the chat, that is the night show that he's looking to that he's gonna start very soon with his peoples. They already got it going. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let me drop that real quick.
Yeah,
Monday,
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
I
I
was
cut,
saying
I
Monday.
cut y'all short. Monday through Friday.
Yeah,
Oh, snaps. I cut y'all short, man.
it's all good, but I was messing that up earlier.
Man, but yeah, man, it's good to have you on, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Been a minute, you know what I'm saying? Been
Yeah,
a cool
yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Um, but I mean, so okay, like, all right, so this is where I wanted to start it at, you know what I'm saying? Then we can
Okay,
jump into talking about the night show, but like kind
okay,
of just give a good like bird's eye view and introduction of yourself and like what you got going on, you know what I'm saying, and what you've been up to.
okay. DJ P Smooth. Right now, I'm currently, on the radio 965 The Box, based out of Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm a personality and DJ. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Of course, I'm still, DJing the clubs and parties and stuff like that. But once I got the opportunity to do that, that's kind of been, my main focus on, trying to get that, right where it needs to be. And with my boy, CTC Christian the comedian. So
Right.
that's pretty much what I'm doing right now, man. Just focusing on rebranding as a DJ and also
Okay.
as a radio DJ and personality. So
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I ain't done my big rebrand yet. I ain't big enough yet. I ain't big enough. I ain't big
man,
enough rebrand.
rebranding doesn't have to be because of growth. Like, what I'm saying? It does help you grow, but it doesn't, you can rebrand at any time. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
there's a lot of people that feel like I don't need rebranding, but I feel like I do. You know what I'm saying? I was comfortable where I'm at, but again, you can never be comfortable where you at if you can, if you're constantly trying to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right. For sure. For sure. I feel that. I feel that. Let me just share that link, get that all the way out there. So yeah, for me, like starting this podcast was like it was like a journey because it was like 1 month, like I did one episode, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of don't like this episode. I'm like, what can I do better? And so I just sat around trying to
yeah,
figure out what to do better. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just do it anyway, man. Because I'm like, you got to just start somewhere. So I'm like, fine, I'm just gonna start here. I'm like, I might not have a mic I want, I might not have this, you know what I'm saying? I'll just build, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I'm always more of a fan when I see the growth in something that I enjoy. So like, me watching your show now versus me watching it 5 years from now, I could be like, I remember the episode he said he did like the mic he had, but now this audio clear as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just made me feel more attached to, something that I enjoy when I kind of see the growth. So I mean, I feel like you're doing the right thing, bro. You want to do it, do it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Um, so yeah, so all right. You gonna tell them like how you got started? Like how did you get started DJing, my guy? Like how'd you get started? I know,
Man,
I know.
I know you know.
Tell them.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, so I guess I would start when I was a kid. Um, my dad was a DJ. You know what I'm saying? I seen it, but at the time though, I never really desired to be a DJ. Like I never thought like, man, I want to be a DJ when I grow up. Like I enjoy music. I love music, but I just never, that just wasn't a thought in my head at the time, even though I was around it a lot. Um, but once I got older, my dad ended up passing away when I was in ninth grade. So it kind of just put a lot of things in perspective. But even at that point, I still didn't want to I didn't know I wanted to become a DJ. I just knew I wanted to do something within music. So when I got to UCA, I was trying to do the computer stuff because I was also, heavily into computers and stuff like that. And realized real quick at UCA that computers, I mean, I love computers still to this day, but being, at a desk for, 8+ hours, just, doing this, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't for me. So I ended up changing my majors a few times. And, I found my way to the, UCA radio station, you know what I'm saying? You and Kendall down there. And I just fell in love with radio. And I ended up changing my major to broadcast journalism. And we had one of the hottest shows on campus. So the it started off with me and you remember Jeff Trimble, me and my partner Jeff, and we was doing the thing, every Friday night, we would come on right before the parties. Back then UCA was, lit. Every party, Friday, Saturday, Sunday was lit. Boy, so I was like, I'm kind of facts. Don't forget Thursday. But I was trying to contribute to the turn up. It was like, we're gonna do the pregame, have people listen to us while they getting ready for the parties and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it kind of, at the time I was using virtual DJ.
Yeah.
Just for the simple fact I could do those smooth radio transitions because they allowed you to use, 2 decks. So I can play one song and then fade it to another song because I really wanted our radio show to sound like, real radio. And it was, don't get me wrong, college radio was real radio, but some of the student shows at the time, they wasn't thinking on a larger scale, and we was always thinking on a larger scale, you know what I'm saying? So, and then people kind of hyping me up, just like, man, the music selection is lit. And I was like, okay, so maybe I should DJ. Maybe I should, ask DJ One Eye. He was, the main DJ at the time at UCA. And, walked up to him one day on Music on the Yard. And I was just like, how much you charge, for lessons, DJ lessons? And he was like, man, I ain't gonna charge you. Just let me know whenever you're ready to start up. We exchanged contact information. And I'm like, damn, I was really lit, got back to the crib and, just talking to my friends, like, bro, One not finna give me lessons, bro. Like, and, met up with him a few times and, it was Foam Glow, I believe, was like it was for those of you don't know what Foam Glow is, it was an annual party that Richard Artez threw. It was a glow party and a foam party. So all in one.
Salute to him.
Yes. So shout out to Richard Artez, man. Cause they really, gave me my first big gig. And I'm gonna be, transparent. I only got $75, and I really wasn't expecting the 75 at the time, because they booked One Eye, to be the main DJ, of course. But they booked me, just to, give me a chance, So much love to them. And so of course I'm trying to figure out what the time split is gonna be with One Eye, like. So I'm asking One Eye, like, hey, do you want me to DJ like for 30 minutes, hour? Like, what you want me to do? And he was like, I just want you to DJ until you fuck up. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so because at the time, like, I'm not really knowing DJ culture too much. So I'm not prepping my sets or anything at this time. It's real deal. Like, I'm in there raw. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm finna play. You know what I'm saying? So what got me over was the simple fact that I was, once the person on the other side of the turntables. I used to we used to go out every weekend. So I just play, you know what I'm saying? So I literally just played what I felt like I wanted to hear while I was, a party goer. Like, I wanted to get on ass and I wanted to slow down, like, you know what I'm saying? Is I want to get on ass, whether it's twerk music or
Yeah.
slow jams, you know what I'm saying? So, at that time, I was playing nothing but twerk, a little bit of jigging music, because I really couldn't dance at the time, but every nigga back there was jiggy, you know what I'm saying? And then I was playing slow music, you know what I'm saying? And like the slow music is really what I guess kind of separated me from a lot of the other DJs, because DJs always wanted to turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. And I'm just like, nah, like my goal is always to get these niggas to get at least one phone number by the end of the night. Cause you know how it used to be, man. Like you go to a party, niggas come back to State Hall and be like, how many numbers you get, bro? You know what I'm saying? How many friends you got on Facebook now? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So it's like my goal is like I want people to leave the party thinking like, damn, Smooth got me some ass tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So during that particular party though, one night let me DJ up until like 1:15, 1:20. It was like the last 30, 45 minutes of the party. And he was like, listen, I got a DJ just for the simple fact I don't want rich artists to be tripping when they pay me for not doing anything at the party. Cause one night I literally like just sat there and watched, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So definitely salute to DJ One Night, man, for helping me, get my name out there at UCA, especially Richard Artez too. So for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I remember them days, man. I remember you was like, man, I gotta go get set up. I'm like, man, I'll help you set up, bro.
Bro, for real, cause I used to, we could say this now, but I used to steal the radio station speakers.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, and that's why I said, like, with your podcast, like, if you want to do something, do that shit. Like, nothing was gonna stop me from DJing. Like, I had a borrow, I was using other niggas' laptops. Like, I had all my music on Dropbox, so I would just log in on another nigga laptop onto my Dropbox, and I have all my music. I download, you know what I'm saying, Serato, whatever I needed to download. I had to use Justin. Shout out to my nigga Justin Lowe, I had to use Justin laptop, my nigga Rico, you know what I'm saying? Used his laptop plenty of times. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the radio station stealing their speakers. I know Monty used to come in next morning. Who got the speakers? I'm just like, oh shit, I got to return them. You know what I'm saying? But it was fun days, man.
No snitching policy. I was not telling.
Like,
did you know he took? I'm like, yeah, bro, I knew.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Man, what was it? Oh yeah, Steve-O was all animated about it. He's like, I can't believe
man, I see Steve-O from time to time, man. I see him when I see Monty. I gotta, whenever I do go on campus, I got business on campus. I see Monty kind of walking around sometimes in the student center or whatever like that. But I be seeing Steve-O like randomly in Conway. Like I see them at Steak and Shake one time. Yeah. And I'm like, Steve-O, what up? He's like, what's up? You got the hair. I almost didn't recognize you. I'm like, yeah.
Steve-O be out in the city. He be in the mix.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. But shoot, man. Okay, so you did that. That's how you got started DJing. Okay. How'd you end up transitioning into being on radio?
Well, so I'm gonna start with school. So I loved radio, even outside of DJ, I just loved radio. Right. And ended up changing my major, but something clicked, and it just kind of, I just realized school wasn't for me. So, I ended up dropping out of school and just kind of
ditto,
focusing on DJing and stuff like that. And I had applied to some radio stations because I realized one of the main reasons that kind of just gave me confirmation on my decision to drop out of school was the people I saw in the position that I wanted to be in didn't have a degree in that field. They were, either celebrities in that field, or on the topic of discussion, or they just been around, and then here they go, they got a podcast or a radio show, a TV show, whatever the case may be. So just like, okay. And they always tell you, during college, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
And I definitely like listened to that. And it took me, a long, I feel, I'm not going to say longer route, but because even people I see that have graduated, they still don't have their own radio show. So I'm not gonna say I took a longer route. I just took my route. You know what I'm saying? And between there, I didn't know. Like I knew I wanted to be on radio, but the opportunities just wasn't there for me to be on radio. So I got to bring this up. DJ Monkey, he kind of just told me, like, he gave me a lot of guidance at that time too. He was just like, man, get this wedding money. You know what I'm saying? So I actually transitioned. So from college DJ to college and wedding DJ. So it's two different types of DJing.
Yeah.
But the money on the wedding side was definitely way more consistent and better than the college money. Because, the college shit, like, you dealing with promoters that's trying to make money. So, of course, they want to keep their overhead low and they profit, profit margin high. So any area they could cut costs at, they're going to try to cut costs. You know how that go. Yeah. So it's times where I'm DJing and I learned so many lessons. It's times that I DJ a whole party for 4 hours, going in for 4 hours. And I'm expecting to get, $200, but the motherfuckers paying me 50, 100, or sometimes nothing, bro. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't do good tonight, bro. Can you fuck with me, bro? I'm gonna book you next week, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then they end up not even having no event next week. You know what I'm saying? But you know what type of guy, I am. So, I'm taking everybody word, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool, because if I told a nigga that, I would mean it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I realized real quick, you can't expect what you would do on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody move how they move, and you just got to accept that. You know what I'm saying? So Monkey, he was like, bro, get into the weddings. So the weddings were less work, but more money. Mm-hmm. And you get to eat good. You know what I'm saying? They pay you up front before you even pull up. You paid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get to dress nice, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different, and it's more vibey to me because it's usually, it's family, so people close knit, you know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody is trying to, just vibe and turn up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So that was more my speed at the time. And Monkey, he taught me a lot of stuff about the wedding business and just sound in general as well, because working with Monkey with Sound Guys Entertainment, that's his company. Okay. Yeah, we were doing not only weddings and production for weddings, but we do production for concerts and things like that. So I'm building like the trust with the lights, the huge sound system for concerts. Like, I'm learning how to do that as well. So not only did he teach me, the business side, he taught me a whole different aspect of DJing that doesn't really require DJing. It's just sound, you know what I'm saying? So he taught me a lot too, man. So, shout out to Sound Guys. They definitely was a big part of that transition into where I'm at now, because I became more knowledgeable. I became a lot more just knowledgeable in not only DJ areas, but financially too, like the business side of it as well. And I learned how to reach out to certain folks because at the weddings, people can come up to you like and be like, "Hey, what's your you got a business card?" Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up meeting a lot of people that way, and I just had a lot of different connections. So slowly, I was just I came into a space afterwards, like what am I really doing with, like, what path am I trying to take as a DJ? And I had to sit down and just kind of just make a chart. Like, what do I like to do? Like, just in general, like what does Philip like to do?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, okay, I love to eat, I love to travel, and I like to, I just like to have a good time and just vibe out with people. So I'm like, what can I do as a DJ that ties all that stuff in? And that led me to becoming a tour DJ. So DJing, like people can book me and I can fly out, do different things like that, you know what I'm saying? And also like DJ for an artist, which is I'm doing that now too as well. But COVID kind of messed that up. But so I kind of had to write out a path to doing that, and radio was in that path. So specifically the 965, it was formerly Streets 101 in Little Rock, if y'all are familiar with that.
I got a funny story about that.
Yeah, I actually had sent my resume to Streets early on, like probably around 2014. I dropped out 2013. So like 2014, 2015, I sent my resume to Streets. At the time, the person that was over Streets, he was dealing with some health issues, things like that. So they wasn't even looking, like he wasn't opening up emails at the time. So, but later on, same guy, they come up with 965. Jay Taylor was, at Streets, then he, went to Power. And then after Power, it was 965. So he puts together his show, which involved Christian and Mia Banks. And DJ Bruce. So it's up, Christian. Of course, I'm cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm mainly there for Christian because at the time, we throwing parties together and stuff in Conway. So, so they do that. They're doing their show. It's going crazy. The Hollywood Hangout, and I'm just in the room, and the owner of the station walks in. And he's kind of just talking about him needing some social media assistance for the station. And, I dabble in graphic design, here and there. So Jay just like, Smooth can do it. So he was just trying to plug me in wherever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even though I wanted to DJ for the station, it just wasn't my time.
Yeah.
And, Jay was just like, shit, get your foot in the door. Boom. So that's what I did. So I actually started doing handling the social media for the station before I started DJing. So as I'm doing the social media for the station, the Hollywood Hangout had an opportunity to shift from being on at nights to drive time, which is from 3 to 7. So Jay was going to have to restructure his whole show. So actually, I skipped the whole part. Before the restructure, Bruce actually got not a job, but he was DJing for Bankroll Freddie. So when Bankroll Freddie got signed, to QC, they went on tour and he became his tour DJ. So I filled in for Bruce on the Hollywood Hangout. So I'm DJing on the Hollywood Hangout at this point. Then they got the opportunity to, shift slots, which put me and Christian in a position to have our own show at night. So it was probably like a whole year of me just doing, I say 9 months of me doing social media for the station, then 3 months of me DJing before I got my own show with Christian. So now we got our own show, been rocking, and we're doing pretty well up here, man. We're doing pretty well up here. So we get a lot of great feedback because, like I said, our show is crazy. For you, those that don't know about like Arkansas radio, it's old. It's not really fresh. The same people that's doing it have been doing it for years. Like my parents have, grew up listening to these folks. I grew up listening to these folks in Little Rock, and it's like Little Rock kind of have been waiting for like a station like 965 to give them, you know, fresh new personalities, DJs, things like that. So
Right.
yeah, and I show, like, you know what I'm saying, not only the show but the station as a whole, like, delivers all that. You know, you got Mia Banks here, Jade, of course, Allie Lynn, you know, she's a vet out here. We got a lot of young vets that are like super solid, but it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? Still fresh. So yeah, man, I'm just, you know, blessed that what I thought wasn't going to happen because I dropped out of school ended up still happening, because I mean, I'm just be real, like, I wanted that shit to happen. So I feel like there's a lot of power in people's tongues. So you know, you speak that shit into existence, it's gonna fall through. You know what I'm saying? So but
yeah, that's hard facts, man. Because same with this podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just started somewhere. Like, you just got to start somewhere, and you just got to be willing to grind your way up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like I done had a couple like failed attempts. You know what I'm saying? That people ain't even seen that doing this. And then here this is. You know, so since this is a good point. Oh man, I want to tell my Streets 101 story real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because I was wanting to work there too, and I went up there and I like shadowed like 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? And then I was just gonna be the guy that was doing the basically, I was just like playing. I was just running the programming or whatever, and I was just gonna be kind of like the voice that was kind of there, like kind of like it wasn't like my own show. I was just the guy that was there. You know what I'm saying, for the mornings or whatever. Well, he wanted me to do it, but he wanted me to do it like as an intern for free, and I was like, and at the same time, I was like, yo, I'm like, man, I need money. So at the same, I got offered a job in California, and so I ended up moving out to California. And this is
Right.
2015, and in March, yeah, this is like March of 2015. I move out here, right? So I think it's like May or April. Like, I think it was May. He ends up hitting me up. He's like, bro, where you at, man? He's like, yeah, we need somebody to come on, blah, 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 blah. We can do this, da. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was offering me money, and I was like, bruh. I'm like, I'm already gone. I'm already gone.
That's usually how it go, man. I'm
already gone. I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, but hey, maybe catch me on the flip side, man. Because I'm like, boy, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But to segue though, so you said you trying to start a podcast, the night show.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so this is actually like an exclusive drop here, so I can't say too much. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But for those of y'all that haven't listened to our radio show, it's crazy, it's wild. Like we are as wild and crazy as we possibly can be within radio, you know, rules and regulations and guidelines. So our topics of discussion be wild, you know what I'm saying? Like the other night we was talking one of the questions was, do you feel like ass eating should be reciprocated? Like, because a female wanted, should she be willing to give it to her nigga? You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we had to word it a certain way, but the topic was still that, you know what I'm saying? People call it and give it, hell no, you know what I'm saying? So people fool with us because it's not, you know what I'm saying, normal radio, you know what I'm saying? So, but we do have those limitations. So me and Christian and my manager Skywalker, our manager Skywalker, he manages both of us, decided to come up with a podcast. We was trying to do like a behind the scenes type deal, but then it was like, nah, because it's still, you know what I'm saying, linked to the radio station, which is 965. So like we want to be sure to, you know, separate ourselves from the station where we do talk about those, extra wild, crazy topics. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say this now. When we do jump the podcast, our views and whatever we say does not coincide with or reflect the 965 box. But yeah, so it's coming soon. We don't know when exactly yet, you know what I'm saying, but it is coming sooner than later, definitely. Because it's something that we've been, working on. But yeah, definitely gonna be a podcast for the night show. So
Oh yeah, for sure. That sounds dope. That sounds real dope, man. Y'all kind of wild though. Like y'all mad wild for that.
yeah, because like we had some pretty wild discussions, just between us anyway. And it's like I'm the nigga that always be. Well, we all say this, but I watch a lot of TV, and and I just be like, damn, this shit need to be recorded. Like we go through so much shit that I feel like if I told you. Niggas be like, I don't even believe that shit happened, bro.
Right.
Like, it's like I can't make the shit up, and I wish like it was a camera just following us 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is the answer to that, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's regular conversations that we have, which we know we having them, other people are having them as well. And sure enough, we get a lot of crowd participation. During our radio show. So it's like if we can get that same interaction and make it even more interactive than being on the radio, let's do it. Because a lot of people want to tap in, but because it's radio, you got the certain stigma of radio. Like I don't want to call in and say I want my girl to eat my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't say that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? But like a podcast, you know what I'm saying? You gonna feel more prone and more comfortable to say what the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. So okay, so on there it's you, Christian the comedian, and who else?
Skywalker.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a little shout out. Y'all can follow Christian at Christian the comedian on Instagram, and then you can follow our manager Skywalker at Skywalker the MGR. Yeah, so follow them because they both crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, can I go ahead and talk about my management, man?
Go ahead.
All right, because since we here, right. This nigga crazy. This nigga wild. But anyway, he's a lot of the reason why though. Him and the whole team over at SMG Skywalker Management Group. He's my direct manager, but he has a team of people that works on DJ P Smooth, that works on Christian the comedian. He has other artists as well, Fatboy Yo, Rampage Wood. I'm trying to get the artists that I work with heavy that I tour with and DJ for, Max Heavy. You know what I'm saying? He on the fence, but you know what I'm saying? We try to get him, but he's the management team and him himself is a lot of the reason why the rebranding and stuff that I'm able to do now is popping off. Right. So people ask me like now, like, why do you got a manager? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why not? If you feel like you've done everything that you can possibly do to progress your career, then why not try to use different outlets and things like that? You know what I'm saying? And not saying that a manager is supposed to like help you grow. Like they supposed to help you grow, but they're not. That's not their job. Like his job isn't to like get me booked. You know what I'm saying? His job is to handle my bookings. Like if somebody call me and they want to book, then I get them his contact information. But he doesn't go out and well, he does do that, but he doesn't have to do that. That's not what I pay him for. Right. But that's why I fuck with him tough, because he does go out and beyond, like for me and everybody else that signed up under him. So like the shit at the radio, like when that shit transitioned over from being me and Christian show, like he was right there, making sure that everything was handled, you know what I'm saying, like that. And And anytime that I get like corporate contracts, like I'm DJing at Hooters, like people like, how the fuck you DJing at Hooters? And it's like that nigga, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So but the same people that's asking me that question is like, ask me why you got a fucking manager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, maybe you should ask yourself why the fuck you ain't got no manager. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody you at least have somebody in your circle that's willing to do the things that a manager would do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, so I just want to, get that little spin out there. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, for sure. Sound like I'm gonna need to have the second conversation with your manager now.
Man, hey, he got a story too. So if you want to, dedicate an episode to that nigga, like that's what I'm saying. He got some crazy story because he used to rap and then became the manager and shit like that. So
what?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think you was there. I interviewed him. So you remember a group called High Def before this new High Def, before ZHD and all them niggas. It was a group called High Def. And it was, you remember Miss Holbrook from UCA?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember she had a son.
She had a son?
Yeah, she had a son.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Matt Holbrook.
Yeah.
His name was Matt.
Yeah. I know Matt.
Okay, yeah. So it was him. He was going by, they got a town Hollywood, I think. And then you had Skywalker still going by Skywalker, but the group was called High Def. They had a single called Red Scotty, but I interviewed them on my show. Okay. Yeah, so you remember Red Scotty? Because I used to speak.
There we go.
Yeah. So it's crazy how the shit came back full circle. Like, again, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Like, Show Love did good business on the front end. And he ended up switching routes. I ended up switching routes and still came back. And now we, where we are now. So it's just, but yeah, he got a whole story that, you know what I'm saying? If you want to interview him, shit, you can set that shit up too.
For sure, man. Could definitely sit down with him, sit down with Christian, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he probably got a funny ass.
Oh, yeah. Christian, that nigga, like.
I remember he was just he was just putting out a video, putting out a video, and all of a sudden one of them on Twitter, I was like, yo, what the fuck? I said, this nigga got like 100K views. I said, hold on. And then I seen man, who was it that posted this shit? Somebody like
you had Snoop Dogg posted this shit, Chad, Ojo Cinco.
Yeah, it was
a lot of niggas posting this shit. Yeah, cause
bro, he took off.
Yeah, like shit was crazy because at that time I only knew him as the nigga that was coming up under, well, not coming up under YK, but like the next MC party, host at UCA.
Yeah.
So, and I was following his comedy, but when I was really just paying attention, he was doing like just skits. So like he had one he had one, he was like dribbling the ball at Walmart and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It was just funny shit like that. Then when he started doing the FaceTime Chronicles, that shit just like, blew the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? So
that shit took off. Cause as soon as he hit that viral thing, it was like he was doing it like almost every time. I was like, oh yeah, he out of there. I said, this boy out of there.
Yeah, he has to drop shit in a minute as far as that, like FaceTime Chronicles. But if that nigga drop one a day, he's gonna have so many fucking views, bro. Like it's just like that's what niggas want. You know what I'm saying? Ass and comedy. Yep.
Man, facts. But yeah. You seen the comment I put up there? You know what I'm saying? You seen it? Can you see it? You see this?
Oh yeah, what up, Ma? My dudes.
Yeah. Rico is slid through here. You know what I'm saying? He was like, where his comments?
I forgot about the comments, man. Suave, what up? You still out here, man?
Yeah. See, he slid up there.
Cecily.
And then my dude from England, he was like, He's like, hey lads, how it's going? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what's up, man. Internationally known.
Yeah, slick, low key.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to get out that way, man. I got a homegirl that she went to the UK. Like she went to like a few spots in the UK. And just to go, like she real adventurous, man. So I like chopping it up with her because she had like these crazy, out of the country, she just like a free spirit type girl, you know what I'm saying? So she's like, yeah, I just went to the UK. I said, fuck it, I just wanted to see what it's like out there. She was telling me about the club scene. And she's like, you'd be surprised how much they respect hip hop out there, you know what I'm saying? And I listen to a lot of battle rap, and battle rap has grown over, it spilled over to, places overseas. So it's like I see it, but like to actually like be embedded in that, you know what I'm saying? That's something I definitely want to, tap into. So as soon as this COVID shit done, I'm definitely trying to, get my passport, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Cecily for that, you know what I'm saying? So she put me on a lot of shit like that. So I already got my passport. I'm just ready to
matter of fact,
take off.
You just said that. Actually, boom. She was in this whole thing.
yeah.
But yeah, man, shoot. What else you want to? You got anything else you want to share? Because right now, hey, that was it. That was it. You
okay, man. Oh, I mean,
like any other question I had, you just like was hitting it. I was like, dang.
Okay.
Like, you
cool. Man, I really ain't got that. I mean, I feel like it was a we touched a little bit on everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm good. Unless you could just think of something else. I know you said you wanted to talk about some music and shit like that.
Yeah, man. So what is that? So Thursday, like that Meg Thee Stallion album coming out, right? Like, yeah. So what do you think of the first track being Shots Fired? Like,
I feel like it has to be done,
right?
I mean, I'm only assuming that it's about Tory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm only assuming. If it's not about Tory, it's a good troll. Definitely a good troll, but I feel like if it's not about Tory, it's definitely a missed opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about the business. I know a lot of shit in the industry is fake, but a lot of it is real too. I'm not gonna say like the industry is just full of fake, fake shit going on, but a lot of it is like that. And I feel like us as musical consumers, we put those people like on these pedestals for no reason. Like, I was blessed to, being around a few celebrities that's in the industry, and they regular people just like me and you know what I'm saying? Like niggas in they socks, Nike flip-flops, basketball shorts, tank top, playing 2K all day, just like any other nigga would, you know what I'm saying? So for us to put certain celebrities and shit like that on these pedestals and just feel like everything they say is true. It's like, you wouldn't believe every word a regular nigga on the street would say.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And Christian, me and Chris talk about this all the time. A lot of like just this generation doesn't do any fact checking at all.
None.
I can literally say I'm the hottest DJ in London, and everybody will be like, "Damn, that's the hottest DJ in London right now." Like the nigga said it, and they'll make that shit up. It's like that's not cool. Like, it was so many people getting exposed, like in the 90s, like just early hip hop days. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was rapping about what you were doing, niggas was getting exposed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was just Skywalker just put me on the Mo 3 incident, you know what I'm saying? Like the background history of that shit. And he was showing me the different videos and shit like that. And it was, a video of, Yellow Beezy capping, talking about he beat, Mo 3 manager up by himself. And the video show, it was 4-5 niggas jumping that nigga.
Yeah.
But because it's Yellow Beezy, niggas believe in it, you know what I'm saying? Of course, without the footage, you know what I'm saying? Niggas believe it. Beezy like, oh yeah, that nigga whooped that nigga by himself. Like, bro, if it was any other nigga on the street, you gonna be like, nigga, where the video at, nigga?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it's just funny to see how people, treat, celebrities, things like that. And it's like half the time they don't even want to be treated like celebrities.
Right.
So it's like it is what it is. But back to Meg, I kind of veered off a little bit. I fuck with Meg. I feel like she's a dope ass MC.
Yeah, she's super talented.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what she has to say about the situation, musically, because I've heard everything she had to say. You know what I'm saying? Just talking, but musically, I want to see how she put it in play, and because that can make a break her. Honestly, well, I ain't gonna say it can break her, but it could elevate her even more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it could hit. She could take a small hit if it's executed properly, but it's not gonna make or break her career.
Yeah, not at all. She's pushed herself up into that top sphere of things. Like she's not going anywhere. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beyonce record. She's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a grand grand stamp of approval. So this versus battle though, Gucci versus Jeezy. I didn't even see it happening, bro. I didn't even see it happening.
So
I was like, huh? Let me reread Twitter again. Refresh.
Yeah. So I haven't checked the source out on this yet. I've just overheard people talking. But because of all this, shit going on in the industry, people dying and stuff like that, I was told that Gucci and Jeezy squashed a ongoing beef with each other. And this was a way to celebrate that beef ending over so many years. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen it, of course, growing up in Fort Smith, we listened to Gucci and Jeezy, but Gucci really wasn't I really wasn't a Gucci fan. Like I wasn't really a fan of that hardcore, I'm not gonna say hardcore. If it was too underground, like a Wayne mixtape was as far underground I was going with music at that time.
I feel it.
So if he was a commercial, or you didn't do a song with Wayne or any other artists I was listening to, which again will be commercial, I really wasn't fucking with it. But once I got to Central Arkansas, UCA, Conway, Little Rock, Palm Bluff, all that shit, I'm being, and then being a DJ, niggas want to hear Gucci and Gucci, Jeezy, Gotti, all them niggas. So I was forced to listen to them, but I ended up actually enjoying their music. So when I saw the battle, I'm like, damn, because everybody being, they started in the same group, you know what I'm saying? And they had, they little shit. So it's like, who do you have on top? Because it's like Jeezy more commercial, but Gucci, he's more commercial now. But back then, the era that niggas was really focusing on with these two niggas, Gucci was on top. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So it really just depends on what track is played at what moment.
Yeah.
And it's like, are they allowed? Because they gotta allow the mixtape tracks.
Oh, they got to run. They got
yeah. Because Gucci,
that's unfair to Gucci. That is unfair to Gucci.
It's definitely unfair to Gucci, but he got so many mixtape tracks. It's unfair to Jeezy because Jeezy had his mixtapes and shit. Don't get me wrong, but none of his shit was bumping. It wasn't being played as much as Gucci was. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. But Thug Motivation 101, I'm never gonna forget. I'm sorry, Jeezy, if you watch this, if you come across this shit, I ain't gonna lie. I was selling your CD in high school. I found the track. I found the track list on iTunes, and I went to LimeWire, FrostWire, whatever the fuck I was using at the time, and I downloaded every fucking song, and I burnt that bitch, and I brought it to Northside High School. I sold it for $5.
Dude, he a hustler. He should understand the
He
mindset.
should. But niggas want that Thug Motivation 101. And that's when I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Jeezy was my nigga when Thug Motivation 101 came out. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give it to Gucci though, man.
Because that's the one that has the wait.
I'm finna pull it up. I'm finna pull it up because it's so many tracks.
Put the one with the Akon song on there? Or is that number 2?
Kind of young Jeezy.
5 million a day. Bro, what you talking about? My brother commented and said some 5 million a day. I'm like, what you talking about?
The Motivation 101. You had, of course, Gangsta Stand Up. Really, the whole album was it, man.
Oh, run me the track list.
You had Thug Motivation 101, Standing Ovation, Gangsta Music, Let's Get It, Sky's the Limit. And then with Manny Fresh, of course, that was a banger.
Okay, yeah.
Go Crazy, Last of a Dime Breed with Trick Daddy, that shit was crazy. My Hood, Bottom of the Map was one of my personal favorites. Get Your Mind Right, that was this was a slower track. Nah, it's at the slow track. Tear It Up was a slow track. Soul Survivors one with Akon. Trap or Die with Bun B. Tear It Up with Lloyd. Yeah. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear this, but okay. You know, I put with the slow jams, you know what I'm saying? So
we can only seconds of it. We only run so many seconds of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Getting my ass.
Oh yeah. Facts.
Hey, too much.
Facts. But yeah, that Thug Motivation 101 was going crazy. So, but you know, and Jeezy got more current songs. But so does Gucci. But Gucci got the backing of his mixtape tracks too.
Bro, he's on Black Beetle. Like he could play that.
Facts.
He could play
that thing too. Are they gonna be because certain versus battles they have certain rules. So like certain people they don't want to do they don't want to do their features. They want to do only the songs that really shit to them as a main artist. But see, some people let's bring in your features. Because so it's like
features. If we bring in features, Gucci got a wash. He got an easy wash.
Yes,
he got an easy wash. That's not even.
Yes, like it. Gucci, because Gucci was that nigga in Atlanta. So anybody that came up in Atlanta is like, I gotta pay homage to get in. I gotta give Gucci a verse on my song. Like, so you got all the hottest niggas in Migos, 21 Savage, like. Come on, like he just the OG in there. You know what I'm saying?
Gucci got a track that got Wayne and Drake on there, and then he got another track that got just Drake on there. Then he got a Young Thug track.
Facts.
Like, and I'm just thinking like in the last 5 years, like this dude's track listing is crazy. And then that So Icy that he just dropped, that mug is bumping.
Come on, man.
It's tough.
He don't even have to play anything from the last drop.
None.
That's what's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm excited about the battle, man. If you see my post on Facebook, I've been posting old pictures of me when I was in high school listening to those tracks and how I was dressing. Like, this how I'm pulling up. If I go, man, I'm for real, like, and now that it's on Apple Music, like, I'm so glad that they got involved. It's like, we put the versus battles up on the big screen, and it's like a legit moment in history. You know what I'm saying? Like Monica versus Brandy, like we watched that. 2 Chainz and Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? Like we watched that. Like we sitting there watching, like it's like we there.
That 2 Chainz and Rick Ross, I thought it was gonna be closer than it actually was. Like Ross like was just coming through. Like I forgot bangers Ross had. Like I was like, oh my God. I was like,
and that's why I love about the versus battles, because out of 20, like they got 20 songs, and even within 20 songs, they still every versus battle I've watched, I'd be like, damn, that nigga had that song. Damn, I forgot about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know for a fact these niggas have 20 like hits, like bangers.
Yeah.
But when they play a deep cut, that's still like you just forgot about. Like, damn,
Yeah.
what else are they gonna pull out?
Right. Them club breakers that didn't become like a billboard hit, but it was a club hit. Like,
Right. Because
club,
if he drops Steady Mobbing with Lil Wayne, to
yeah,
me it's over.
yeah,
If he
yeah,
drops Steady Mobbing with Lil Wayne, it's over. I was like, okay, fuck it.
yeah.
Whatever Jeezy guy out there.
GD got what black presidents or my president is black or something like that.
Yeah. Now, that was an iconic ass song. Actually, you know, I play that to this day. Like, just, you know, because of the election coming up and shit. Well, election was coming up.
I'm talking about the one with Kendrick and J. Cole. I'm talking about the one with Jay-Z and Andre. Is it Jay-Z and Andre 3000 on it?
You talking about he was like President of Black, my Lambo Blue?
Or something like that. Hold on.
I think he might have had a remix. I think he might have had a remix of that. That did involve Andre and let me see.
Yeah, let me look real quick. It should be. Come on.
Yep.
This got to be in the top. This got to be in this. It's his
my bad. So this remix got Jay-Z.
I'm thinking about I Do. That's the song I'm thinking
about.
about.
I do.
Yeah. I was thinking about I Do. But that's the feature thing that I was talking about. But I was talking about a different song though. Like I just paired up the features with the wrong song.
Okay.
Now
that was my president. That got Jay-Z on the remix. But Jeezy do got put on over Kanye.
Yeah,
he do got that. But see, even on that track, Kanye verse is like my verse. Like that's why I fuck with that song. Yeah. Not because of Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like, I don't know, man. I do know Gucci definitely. Like if Jeezy wins the battle officially, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
That's not possible. It's just not humanly possible.
But you know,
I mean, that's semantics at that point. Like they just doing shit. Like at that point, that's what I'm gonna call it. Because Gucci the dude. But yeah, man. What else is coming out? Any other new stuff coming out?
Man, I've been bumping the new 2 Chainz. Tough. I will say I don't think it's better than his last album. Was it Going to the League or something like that?
Yeah.
But I do fuck with it though. I do fuck with it tough. It's kind of like that. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm
trying to find like what I like about it. Like I'm still like picking my way through it. Because it wasn't like it was something that like just grabbed me, like that last album, like it grabbed me, and I was just in there, and I was just listening to it. Like this one, I was like, I didn't even know this one was coming. I'm gonna be honest. I was on Apple Music and I was downloading something. What was I downloading? I was downloading somebody else's album. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you straight up who I was downloading. Because I downloaded Kodak Black. I went in there for the Kodak Black because I'm like, let me see what this young nigga talking about. And then I looked and I said, 2 Chainz. I said, what?
Yeah.
What is this coming out? Talking about So Help Me God. I'm like, man, he should have helped me with that album. Like, no, I'm playing. That's fucked up. That's messed up. No. But yeah, man. Hey man, shoot, it was good having you on though, bro. It was good having you on.
Thanks for having me. Because I sure was thinking like I need more shit like this, you know what I'm saying? And then it's you know what I'm saying? Like for those of y'all that's watching this right now, I'm actually at the radio station right now. I stopped my show. Well, I didn't stop the show, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not in there doing my show to be on this nigga shit because this my nigga, you know what I'm saying? You see me come up from the ground up for real. So salute to what you got going on, man, for real.
Oh yeah, appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. For real, man. But yeah, man, I'm here to support you. You know what I'm saying? As you support me, man. And man, it is good to see the growth, bro. It is good to see the growth and the grind.
I appreciate that.
And like I was there. Like
you was there, bro. Like you know the bullshit. Like you know the bullshit that I ain't talk about. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like it just. I appreciate you.
Because as soon as you got into that, like not getting paid story, I'm like, oh, is you gonna go there? Is you gonna go there?
Hey, it's a lot of niggas to this day I do not do business with.
Man.
From 10 years ago. But my mama talk about the vacation in LA, man. Oh, she funny. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you, bro, for inviting me on the show, man, for real.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you for coming on. Like it was a quick turnaround. Like I hit you up yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like if it was anybody else, I would have talk to my management. Yeah. Talk to my management. They'll set it up for that. So, but it's all love, man.
All right, man. But yeah, with that said, you know what I'm saying? This episode 16 of Homeroom with Smooth podcast. We out.
Peace.